Did you know that with two commands of line and circle, you can do most of basic drawings in AutoCAD? How? Let's solve some practical examples together. Hello, and welcome back to AutoCAD 2025 series from Basic. In this session, we are going to solve these three examples with just two commands of line and circle. Our purpose is to put ourselves in a challenge to see that if we have learned how to work with circle and line or not. If you have not watched them, get back to our previous tutorials and see them. And don't forget to subscribe. Let's start our drawings. These three examples, as you see, will be solved up to end of this tutorial. Let me zoom in for the first one and you can see it clearly. For doing the examples in AutoCAD, I want to give you somehow a guideline. Before doing the drawings, consider it in your mind that at first look at the figure and understand that which commands needs to be used here. As you see, we have just circle and line. So with these two commands, we can solve this practical example. Then, at the other step, make a mind map in your mind to see that from where you need to start and where you need to finish. Make your drawings in detail, break your figures in details to understand and do them step by step. But let me give you a note here, it's important. There is not just a unique way to draw a figure in AutoCAD. What do you mean? I mean that if you are, for example, 10 people and I give same example to you, you may solve it in different ways with different commands, with different methods, or also from different points, start points and end points. So let's see it, and I will do these steps step by step on these examples to make them clear for you. In this example, as I told you, I see a circle and line. I want to start from this point. Maybe someone wants to start from this point. You see the symmetry. We can use some advanced commands or modifying commands in AutoCAD to make our drawings faster because by considering the symmetry, we can draw half of it. But it's our next tutorial topic. Now we will draw it completely as a basic learner. Now, I can, for example, start from this part, any point, but I myself select this point to continue my drawing. Now, I need to activate my line because I want to draw the lines. I type L and enter. I can come directly to this part in ribbon and select my line. In this part, as you can see, I need to start my first point. I zoom out to make a wider window. Now I select my first point because my drawings, my lines are in horizontal and vertical form. I can use the ortho mode as you see here, or I can turn it on by Control F8. But easily we can do them by clicking on this. Now my ortho mode is off. I can draw directly the horizontal and vertical lines in a direct input method and in a fast method. So I need to draw a line. I select my direction, which is on the right, with the value of 3, enter. I go down. Now my direction is at the bottom part. I use 3, enter. I go to the right. This time, as you see, on the left side, the value has been given, and it's 3 and 3 at the bottom. Then I go to this left part by 16 value. I go up with 3. Then I go to right with 3. I go up 3. I go to the right 3 and enter. Now my drawing is not finished. I need to draw my circle. For drawing my circle, as you remember, we had 6 different ways. One of them was using 2 points. I can have access to that by typing again by C, or I can come directly to this small triangle that you see, by selecting that, I have access to my 2 points. Because I have this point and this point, I can draw my circle directly by that. I select 2 points, I select my first point, then my second point. It's finished. Now, to see that if my drawing is right or not by selecting the dimensions, as you see, the dimension, the radius here is 2. Let's see what is the value of radius for this example. Now, as you can see, it shows the diameter. So, diameter is the full it means that the double of radius, and it's 4. It's correct. Now, let me delete this and go to our next example. Our next example is this figure. Now, I want to draw this, but it has good points, and we will learn more inside this example. Why? Let's see it. I want to use different ways to show that you can use different ways in AutoCAD. This time I come and directly select my line. Now I select my first point. Because it's horizontal line, I can come directly and select 10. But here, as you can see, it's better to use polar coordinate system. We learned it in our previous tutorials. We can do them by using polar coordinates. How? For using the polar coordinates, I can give at first the length, which is here 10. I can use the tab or a smaller than sign, using shift and the smaller than sign. I use tab here. Now the radius is active for me. What is the radius based on the clockwise, and the 0 is east? As you see, inside is 60. So it means that in 180 I need to go 180 minus 60. It means that 120. I type 120 and enter. As you see, I have my figure here. I can use the same way, but why do I need to do this? I can use simple way. What is that? Using the C command, the sub command of C, to close my figure. I type C and enter. Now my figure is closed. It's the first step. But here we see 4 circles. These 3 circles at the outer parts are tangent. This circle is tangent to this and this. This circle is tangent to this and this line, and this circle is tangent to this line and this line. So we had different ways to draw a circle. One of them was using tangent, radius. I can come to this part. Now I can select tangent, radius. I select this. I say that, my friend, AutoCAD, the first line is this. The second line is this. AutoCAD asks me, what is your radius? I have the radius here. It's 1.5. Enter. It's the first circle. To recall my command, the previous command, I can use enter. Now again, I have activated my command. But be careful, when I use enter, it considers the circle command. Circle command, by typing C, intrinsically brings the center point and the radius. So as you see, says that specify center point. To make it my own method, which is tangent, radius, I can come directly to this part or type T and putting enter. I directly click on this part, and now I activated my tangent, radius command. I use this with the radius of 1.5. Again, I come to this part and I use this subcommand. I use this one, and again same radius. As I have mentioned you, AutoCAD remembers the last values that you have given. As you see, I gave previously the value of 1.5. Now it's the same. I don't give any value and I use enter to have this. Our figure is not finished because we have a circle here. This time, this circle is inside the triangle, but tangent to 3 circles. I can use 3 tangent method. From here, you can come to tangent. I can select this. I can use this circle. That's it. Easily, it's done. Let's solve our third example. Our third example, to see how the guideline is, we have triangle and circle. For drawing the triangle, we can use a line easily, and the other one is circle that we have its command. Now for drawing the triangle, I again call my command of line. I go 10 in this direction, but this time I don't have the dimension of this line, but I can find it easily because it's 10, 10, and their angle here is 90. So I can say that the dimension needs to be 10 square, 10 to the power of 2 plus 10 to the power of 2. So the answer is 10 square 2. Square 2 is about 1.41. Now I can multiply it with 10 and it's 14.1. So I say 14.1 with tab. Now I need to give the angle. It's 90 plus 45, 135. Enter. Now I can use C as a close, or I can directly come to this part and use enter. But I told you we can write in different way. I can say that I don't want to know this time the dimension of this line. I use, let me go down to have a space here. I use 10. I say that, okay, it's enough. I go outside of my command. I use line again. I know this one. I use 10. This time, I don't need to know this dimension. I can directly come to this point by having the object snap or using the close, but I use directly the object snap and enter. Now I have my same triangle here. I delete this and I come directly to this one to continue with this figure. Now, as you see, I have this circle. This circle is tangent to all of these lines. So I can come to this part and use tangent method. I can select this, this, and this. It was all about working with line and circle. You know that. And you have learned that they are really easy, but they need practice and watching them again and again to make them deeper in your mind. Thanks for watching, and I hope these examples was useful and made your knowledge more deeper in working with basic commands of line and circle in AutoCAD. Wait for our next tutorial. Our next tutorial will be on arc. I will try to understand and learn how to work with arc command. And if you liked this video, please push that like button and subscribe to our channel to continue with us these learning series, AutoCAD learning series, and also we give more information about civil engineering inside of channel. I will be happy to have you as a member of my channel to help each other learn and learn and learn again. Thanks for watching, best wishes, take care, and goodbye.